No intro.
We is
uh, hello, everybody.
hello.
Welcome.
Howdy doody time.
It could be.
It's howdy doody time.
So when are we going to talk about? Oh, never mind. I'll leave
Too
that.
many people have no idea what that means.
Howdy doody time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or Clarabelle the clown.
Or
Dumbo.
Juicy Lucy.
Or
Or the Hamburglar.
The captain guy.
James Tiberius Kirk?
No.
I think
kid
it's talking
show.
about.
Yeah.
Oh,
Wicked
Captain Kangaroo?
Was
Yeah.
it? I didn't think it was that. I thought
Yeah.
I made that nickname up for him, but okay, yeah. I guess that's his name.
Well,
He had
Mr.
the red-
Green Jeans.
He had the red suit and all that.
Yeah.
Hello, Miss B.
Hey,
Sharon.
E.
And
Sharon.
Jane.
What?
Miss Grace.
Dana B. Investors in here. Grace. Harvest. Hope you're staying dry down there.
Yeah, we need rain. Send it south.
Well, they have water coming through the ground.
Oh,
no.
But I thought I really didn't think this one would be top of the list, the most votes and whatnot.
Now you know better.
And well, I figured, chemtrails or, the other one would have been higher, but this is a very interesting conspiracy. So they say there's multiple conspiracies. Now I'll go ahead and kind of put the lowdown about the airport. And let me get the dates so I don't mess them up. Okay, Denver, Colorado, they had the airport in the city limits. And it was built in 1929 and then was replaced in 1995. Well, actually, it was supposed to be a couple years before that, but they had issues. They did break ground in 1989 to start this, and it was supposed to be done in 2000 or not 2000, 1992 or 1993, but a bunch of mishaps had happened and everything. But when they go to make build the new airport, this is for Denver Airport, mind you. What do? They get land 28 miles away and build an airport 28 miles away from the city of Denver. Which doesn't make sense. It didn't make sense back then, and it doesn't make sense now. Even after it's grown so much, Denver, it's still, if you have business you go to the major motels and hotels and stuff of Denver, it's 30, 45-minute drive or shuttle bus or whatever you're going to take. Well, that was the one major thing that everybody couldn't figure out back then. So it kind of just chucked it to being weird. Now they started building. The plans changed multiple times for this place. They started building and whatnot, and we've got an idea. Let's make these tunnels to where we can send the luggage from one spot to another, and it'll be the space age technological thing of the future. Well, they built it and it didn't work. So they ended up using the tunnels for bringing luggage in little trains and carts to the airport airplanes. By doing so, there's a little city underneath that airport. There's, they have places for people to sleep and whatnot. And some of the stories is that it's one of those places that if, it starts raining down boom booms and stuff, that's where all the elites will go. Thing about this place though is we were talking about it last week about the mountain one that me and Jeff were talking about. I forgot the name of it already.
Don't feel bad.
But they say there are tunnels from that to the airport that are in these tunnels. Let me, I probably should have already had this done up already. Let me see if I can find the images for these. Well, some of the tunnels actually have little propellers on the walls. So when you, and this is,
What?
how many feet's in a mile?
5,280, I believe.
And that's exactly how many fans are on the walls of the tunnels that go from one place to the other. Because I don't know the reasoning behind it or not. Some people say it's just to get publicity, to weird people out and stuff. But these tunnels are lined with these little propellers. When you go by, it makes a vibrational sound and lights up lighting as you're going through. And
The turbine.
again, it makes a very weird sound when you're going through this. And like I said, this is another one of these weird things. Now, there's stories from one of the main stories are lizard people, and I don't know about lizard people or whatnot, but that's what they, and to prove that this hasn't, that it's a false claim and stuff, employees had come out and said, "Oh, I put a lizard outfit on just to freak people out when they see me going through the tunnels and stuff." They've drawn pictures of these lizard people on these tunnel walls because there's tunnels all through underneath this airport.
Yep.
Now I'm going to see if I can find some good pictures here. I'm just going to go through the artwork. Now, some of the artwork has already been changed. Some of it was, it's already way out there. But some of this artwork now is still, it's way out there. Are
you aware of the current issues going on with YouTube right now?
Yeah, I'm finding that out the hard way.
Yeah, it took me forever to even get onto your channel, because every time I would, it would play like 3 seconds and freeze, and it said user upload error or something.
Yeah.
And it did it with a dozen other ones, and several people just messaged me asking, was YouTube down? And I see several people talking about it in different communities.
Huh.
Yeah.
Everybody seen it fine here though?
Even my TV is doing it.
Oh.
It took me forever, and then I don't know if my message ever came through when I said good evening, but yeah, it took me forever just to get that. As soon as I sent it, it kicked me back out of the stream.
Oh,
Hey, after 3 times, I
Speaking
finally
of
got
conspiracies,
on air message. Okay. Yeah. Well, that's nice.
it's not just you; it's a across the tube type thing.
Okay. You're just doing the same thing.
Yeah, it's not a you thing; it's everybody that I'm talking to right now.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's just making sure because,
Speaking of conspiracies, the
you
day the
know.
internet went down.
Oh, it
But
did.
yeah, I didn't want to derail you. I just wanted to see if you was aware of that.
No, I was on earlier and I haven't. Of course, a lot of times I don't chat very much. I just listen.
I've been on about all day.
Huh. Let me check the.
Yeah, I got it.
Of course, we won't know about it until tomorrow. Usually,
Yeah,
upcoming community guidelines. Well, that's good. More guideline warnings. But yeah, I don't see anything. Maybe that's why my bot didn't. Oh no, the bot's working.
Yeah, bot's working.
Let me go get some of these pictures brought up. I thought I had this already done. Oh, right here.
YouTube knocked you out.
Well, see, I'm not sure which ones these are, so because we'll go through multiple ones that way. Open a new tab. It's not very big, but I can enlarge it. And that's not the only weird thing. I'm just starting with the pictures. Here, let me get this one.
Are you
Boy, I
gonna
wish they would stop moving this stuff around.
Are you gonna talk on the statue that's up there also?
Yeah, the
Okay.
Mustang. Yeah, that's why I'm gonna do the pictures first, or the paintings, and then
Right.
we'll move on to the statues.
Okay.
Multiple statues.
Oh yeah.
Okay, let's see if I can. Well, that didn't work too good. There we go. Can everybody see that halfway decently?
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Now, again, these weird meanings. Why would you put something like this in an airport? You have a burning, looks like a forest or something, and you have parrots are being caged in like glass cases, and then you have little ones on display like a casket. And I'm assuming this is an Indian burial something other.
Well, don't know. Guess who that was?
What was?
The phone call.
Oh. And there's a
that's
lot
the
of
piece
different
titled.
symbolism in some of what they're holding and stuff. And this may be one of and I do believe this is one of the ones that got repainted, or they painted over some of the scarier things, I guess you would say.
Now, is that a phoenix? Kind of like center right up there. But you said it was
This
a
right
bird.
here, that's a parrot.
Okay.
Yeah, and each of these have a label on them. Why does this lady have a penguin inside of this plastic case? Yeah, and there's, I mean, you get a good picture of this, and some of these things are really strange. And I'm gonna go to
And this piece is titled "In Harmony and Peace with Nature."
yeah, and each of them have their own titles and stuff, I'm going to go ahead and get to the next one here. Like I said, there are multiple of these weird paintings and stuff. Trying to find the one that I actually used. Oh, here it is. And this one right here has been removed. Let me see if I can get a good one. That's not a good one. Try this one. Open. Okay, that'll have to do. Let me go ahead and share this again. Share screen. There you go. Let me go ahead and see if I can get it a little bit bigger. Is that better? Fortunately, with our camera thing, I wonder if they got one for the side. That's about it. But you can see this guy
He's
right
tired.
here. He resembles somebody that came out of Germany.
Yeah.
I'll leave it at that. Or, you know, it's what they used to call stormtroopers, I guess they were called somewhat.
Mhm.
You can see what he has in his hand. You can see the sword that is gushing a dove, which is a symbolism for peace. And then you have all these people walking in line with little ones, and they're heading up into I don't know what, but I'm assuming it's some sort of chamber, if you will. And yes, I did a thing and I counted the bricks, and there are 17 bricks that these children are laying on. I shouldn't have said that, but and this is one picture that has been removed because it was too weird for even that airport.
That's actually one of two pieces. That one is titled "The Children of the World Dream of Peace."
Yeah.
It was a 2-part painting or mural.
Yep, but the whole peace thing, or I'd advise everybody to just go and look at just say the Denver airport paintings, and then go and look at some of the high detail ones, and you can see some weird. I mean, that right there is weird by itself, but here, let me do that. But again, that's just a couple pictures. There's a picture of there's a group of people worshiping a plant. That's what it looks like. But if you was to reverse the picture or make it upside down, and yeah, that's something I did. I turned pictures upside down to look at them certain ways and reversed them and all kinds of stuff, because I've been fiddling with this airport stuff for a good while. Now, let me put in here. Let me
It's
find
not
it.
just one artist. I think it was like 4 or 5 different artists that did the different murals. And then it was like several artists that did the sculptures and stuff like that.
Yeah. Airport. Okay. Now, if you've looked at the thumbnail and whatnot, you see a couple of them. Some of these have already been removed because they're too creepy, and some of them they just left them. And I'm going to go ahead and put this one up here. Tab. It's not too big, but it should work. Share screen. Wish they'd make it one click share. Oh, see there, we're all lined up right there. That's good. Let me go ahead and make that bigger. This is a gargoyle coming out of a suitcase.
Interesting.
Right there. That's
Right? Under
who
the
wants to be going to the airport? You're getting ready to go on an airplane, and you see gargoyles coming out of suitcases. How is that calming, or
And he's sticking his tongue out at you.
whatever? And I'm like, I thought it was a joke. I mean, somebody just doctored up a picture and said it was from the airport. But I went and looked, and there was multiple of these all over the airport, different gargoyles and stuff. Now, the other one I'm going to get into, let me go ahead and get to, come on, this next one here, and tell you the story about the demon horse, as they call it. And I'm going to go ahead and show it at nighttime. Oh, this picture works good. And yes, I got to go through the whole thing, click 5 times to get to show a picture. There we go. Now, there's a story behind this Mustang. And this is while the airport is being built. When it was being built, they wanted to have this Mustang there, and they gave him all to do what he wanted and everything. They gave him we want it to have red eyes, we want it to be blue, so many feet in the sky and whatnot. And just when he just about finished this thing, this horse mysteriously fell and severed the guy's artery, and he died underneath this horse. Like, it came down on top of him, and when they found in a big pool of blood, you figured, oh no, we don't want that on our airport. That's a bad omen or something. Nope. They hauled it up there and put it up there, and there it sits. At nighttime, they turn the lights on for this demon horse, as people call it. Red eyes glow out of his eye sockets, so you can see these red eyes for miles around.
The nickname is a pun on Lucifer. The nickname is Blucifer.
Yep. Very, very evil thing. Now, there is talk about this being part of, it's in the title. I don't know if I can say the words, but it's in the title of the live. I think I still put it on there, or it was in the title of the poll. And there's also supposed to be Freemasons. If you look at the plaque that they for the airport itself. Yes, this is at the airport itself. This place is huge. This is like the size of a city, this airport. And it's 28 miles away from Denver. So it's not even in the city limits. They put this thing way out there in the middle of nowhere. And there's there is multiple buildings underneath this airport, multiple tunnels. There's so many stories of people who were building this that are still buried there. I forget, the control center or whatever they call where they tell people to go runway 8 or runway 7.
Oh yeah. Flight control.
The big tower that always they have. There's supposed to be multiple people still buried there because it costs too much to dig them up.
Oh, I'm sure. You always hear stories like that on them big projects. Yeah, it's just.
Yeah, and there's many stories of people who worked there that there are sections of the underground areas where it's completely closed off, and they have guys with pew-pews guarding the entrance or exit, whatever you want to call it. That's just some stories, and this is all alleged. This is for entertainment purposes only. But yeah, that the whole story behind this horse thing is spooky by itself. Let's see, what else was there?
I know it's a beautiful place. I've never been there, but I mean, just from what I've seen, but it's one of those places all throughout the city. There's some weird stories of some weird happenings, Yeah. It does make you wonder.
There's an aerial. If you look up from, the aerial, you go to Google Maps and trace and draw lines where the runways are. They go into a certain symbol of the bad Germans. Oh, that's just a coincidence. We just wanted them to go off in different directions.
Yeah, we had no intention of that happening.
And X does that too. Yeah. Let me see. Yeah. And these are two people that alleged worked there. And this, here's the image here. Okay. I found the image. Let me see if I can get it to open. No, it didn't. Oh, come on, website. Open image. It's not the biggest, but I'll go ahead and share it anyway. This is the image of these weird fans. This is the one that got me, that I wanted to look at so much, because, and you can't get too much more information on this. You zoom it in, and you notice it's just on one side. The other side is a walkway. If you look at the right side, I don't know if it's the right side or left side, but on the right side over here, there's a little ledge, and that's the walkway that people walk up and down. And this is the train that's supposed to transport.
Okay, the shuttle.
Yeah, individuals from one terminal to the next or something. But there's these little propellers on the side of the wall, and they have a sonic thing that will turn the lights on when this shuttle or this this train goes through here. They'll start spinning and they make a noise all the way through this tunnel. And this is all you hear. And it's exactly how there's exactly as much as how many feet are in a mile. The 500 and 200 or something like that, or 5,200 and something.
They say there's 5,000 of those fan type structures.
Yeah. And when they go through, it makes that real strange noise that powers the lights above it. So it's completely dark in there until that
It's like
subway
kinetic energy.
goes through. Yeah.
It's like having one of those old style, well, not old style, but the lights or the radios with the thing on the side you wound up to get power.
Yeah.
It's kind of like that same concept in a way.
Yeah.
Now, what else they're doing with it, I don't know, but that's just the good side of it.
Yeah. And it's another one of those weird things that why, you know?
Yeah.
And this whole high tech thing that they were working on in the 90s to bring luggage and everything under the ground up to the next area, spent millions of dollars on it, which would have been billions nowadays, but millions back then. And it didn't work, you know, and it's still there. So they say, allegedly it's still there, but they don't use it because it doesn't work. It wasn't disassembled or tore out and something else put there. They just made more tunnels underground. So
Dude, they can't
that.
handle the bags above ground, so I don't see why putting it underground was going to make it no better. But, you know, you could easily label a project as something and say it got discontinued, and you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The tunnel's still there, whether or not they're using it.
Oh yeah, they use the tunnels still.
Oh yeah, they're not going to not use it.
Not all of them. Some of them are closed off and, you know, denied access.
Man.
I know.
Let me see if I can find another one of those pictures.
And of course, the oddities of these things, and you know, like why would this happen or why would they do that? It just makes the conspiracy theories bloom even more, you know.
Yeah, and they say that's why they do it, because they get publicity. But gargoyles coming out of a suitcase, you know, some of these the artwork and stuff and statues and stuff that they have, the stories behind it. That's not the kind that you want.
But
now
there's something like, you know, something.
There's something on here. I'm not sure you guys can read this, but I'm going to say what it reads on the bottom of the March 19th, 1994. It says, New World Airport. You take the airport out and put another word. This is what they say this is representing. And we all know what the symbol is right there. And I'm not sure if Freemason's a bad word because I said it already before. So,
do you know if you was to look at a baseball field, you'll have to turn it upside down, but it is a pentagram of the Freemason also.
Well, it depends on the field, because a lot of them are designed different. No, because they're diamond.
I'll have to show you.
Yeah, some of them are designed where the past first and third go further out. But
I'm just looking at the shape of it, you know, because it
yeah,
all matches up.
but
You see what it says? It says the time capsule beneath this stone contains messages and memorabilia to the people of Colorado in 2094. So that's when
yeah,
it's set to be opened.
yeah,
Damn, I'll be over 100 years old then.
yeah, I'll be dust.
Oh, yeah.
Well, if I'm still around, I'll put out a short about it. Deal?
2094.
I'll
I
be
ain't got fingers and toes.
I'll be 106. Well, not quite, because my birthday won't be till June. So I'll be 105.
I can just see
And a half.
what did they open it? Did they open it yet? I want to see what's in there. It's been stolen. Everything's gone.
Look at his grandkids. They're finally going to open it after all these years. It'd just be something silly, you know what I mean? Like a crossword puzzle, a whoopee cushion, you know, like.
Yeah.
Wonder why they chose that date. That's so far off. Because who
That's-
knows when it was in 94. So
It's 100 years.
okay, 100 years.
Yeah.
Man. They do that on purpose because they know nobody will be around to remember it. It'll be news to somebody.
New World Airport.
Yep.
Let me look that up. March 9th.
And you know, there's a bunch just in this this plaque thing here. It covers what is supposed to be the time capsule underneath. So it's a big, you know, section.
Tammy, I was born in 61.
Yeah, the time capsule is located at the facility, features an inscribed plaque with Freemason's symbol, as well as the words New World Airport Commission, a group operated under the same name has never existed, by the way. The name that they put on that plaque, the New World Airport Commission,
Right.
there's no such thing. It's never been registered. It's never been documented, only on this plaque.
What's that? The business or the person?
The name that was on that plaque, New World Airport.
New World Airport Commission or commissions.
So in other words, if we was to go register it, and then when they get ready to open it up, they'd have to buy it from me.
I wouldn't suggest going and do that, because I'm pretty sure probably there's been people that done it and they're not around anymore. Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Unless they're the lizard people. Allegedly.
Well, that means I'd have to do it under a false name.
Dude, if you're still around when that thing opens, you got it. You know what I mean? You got to see it. You just got to.
Yeah, the spikes and stuff.
No.
Yeah, if you look at a picture of the airport, there's multiple spikes, and I didn't count them, because if I come up and it was 20 or 21 or 17, that'd have been freaky.
Watch it. You're gonna go back and count it now. You curiosity.
And that since that's been out so much, that's what they say is likely the key reason why these kinds of conspiracy theories emerge. The airport itself, which theorizes, allege, is controlled by the Freemasons and linked to, I can't say the word, but it's.
What does it start with?
ILL.
I don't even know.
Damn it, he was over 900.
ILL.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Because that's the big thing. And I, in the poll that I made, I put that in the title, but I didn't think it'd be a good idea to put it in this. I just said
Oh, you missed it by
votes are.
one. Ziggy said there are 16 white peaks.
Okay. But how do you know there's not a little one in there somewhere just to throw people off?
I don't know anybody that lives in Denver. I tell them to go out there and send me some pictures.
Yeah, but that's the thing. You have to drive 28 miles away to go to the airport.
Yeah, that's weird, to have an airport that far,
Yeah.
Heck, I thought Hartsfield Jackson in Atlanta was bad, but ooh.
Yeah, and they said that there was nowhere in Denver to do this. Well,
Of course.
There are people who alleged that there is the wrong kind of materials under Denver because it's not drillable. I'll put it that way.
Mm-hmm.
And this other area is in another location that is a point from that one base that we were talking about last week.
Yeah.
And this, and it's and I don't know if it's for sure or, this is just the stories that I come across, that it's a certain number,
like longitude, latitude,
33 number.
Oh yeah.
Everybody knows the 33.
33 miles per hour.
The 33 comes up in that exact measurement. The bird flies, not the road driving that way, but straight from there to there, it's a certain number.
Knowing what little bit I know, I bet if you pulled up the geographical location of that placard that you just showed, I bet it has a similar significance. It's like anything,
probably.
Whether you believe what these people do or what they're not, they just don't put things like that anywhere for any reason. It was some type of meaning.
Just like the layout of the airstrips.
Oh yeah.
How do you? Whoops, we didn't mean that. It's just to go in each direction, north, south, east, and west. That's a plus. When you put in an extra angle at the bottom of each one of those, it means something else.
Yeah.
The main reason they gave for moving this airport, now I believe what you say, Bush, about what's going on, because I've seen a lot of that, but it was just anticipation of growth. City planners in Denver metropolitan area wanted to thought the city was going to expand eastward and want to create a hub that can handle larger volume of air traffic without restricted by surrounding developments. Unlike LAX, it allowed for creation of new urban district and economic engine for the state. So they had, on paper, they had a good reason to move it.
Oh yeah, yeah.
But under the guise of what's under there,
they did have an area that they could have got for millions cheaper than that location they were at, and it was much closer. But they went ahead and went with that location. And I'm not going to show the whole thing because you get the gist of it. If I scroll down, and you guys can go and look at this, it's all over the internet. So that's the airport there, and that's the runways. And if I scroll down, you would see one going off this way.
right?
You know how it is. That's the airstrips where planes come in and land and whatnot. Whoops, we didn't mean it that way. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the Art Chronicles. The murals consist of 7 photo murals and 100 archival photographs. And this is some of the stuff that isn't there anymore because they covered them up and stuff. But
How many
all
photographs?
Huh?
How many photographs? You said over 100?
Yeah, there's 7 of the photo murals, and there's 100 archival photographs.
Is that something that's on display?
Used to be. A lot of the stuff is gone now. You don't see
I've
it.
only seen like a handful of the photos. I definitely haven't
Yeah.
seen over 100. That's for sure.
Yeah, all recordings, airports, construction, and a lot of stuff that went on in the planning of this, and massive tunnels or shafts that went down farther than you can see. They had pictures of the overhead look of these humongous. I mean, these are big enough to put an 18-wheeler in if it was an elevator shaft and lower it. That's how big these shafts were that went down. The guys, I don't know what. Oh, Alex Sweetman was one of the artists, even though he's taking pictures. I don't know why they call it an artist. One of the murals or whatever they call it is America, Why We Love Her. And there's pictures from every state. It's postcards from people that went to visit this airport, why it was being made or something. Which it's not there no more either. Gary Sweeney. It's when he traveled the United States and got these postcards, pictures, and using the old photographs, they put them all over on this mural thing where it's the state, the country, United States, and all the states are marked out, and he would had each postcard in those areas. And again, that's not there anymore, allegedly. Here's another one. Our Land Has Memory, which, this one kind of looks okay, except for the people walking into the sky. That normal, used to see, like when people are going to heaven, they would walk on a staircase to heaven
like a
thing.
Stairway to Heaven.
Because it kind of looks like that. That one's not there. Mile High and Rising. It's a bunch of people working, and again they have the kids there, and a guy on a horse.
Bring your kid to work day, probably.
And then they have them gargoyles in the suitcase. I still don't understand that.
Bring
I
your
looked
gargoyle.
into it, and their justification was a no to Notre Dame. They called it Notre Denver.
Yeah.
Maybe someone was taking their mother-in-law on a trip with them.
There you go.
And this is Jepson's Terminal, level 5, west side between doors 506 and 508.
If you're showing these, I can't see anything on my end.
Oh no, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm just reading.
Well, I say, man,
Yeah.
I went
Now,
picture blind.
And there's some on the east side too, between doors 507 and 509.
Huh.
So
then B, you got to delete the app.
11. I'm doing the number thing. Dang it, 101. I'm sitting. Oh, there's the exact number. 5,280 propellers. Exactly.
Yeah, that's a mile.
Which represents each foot leading to Denver's known elevation of a mile high.
All right.
There you go.
Laid out in a grid system. It's kinetic air light curtain is what they call it. Changes formation as the train passes. The propellers, which run the entire mile of the train's route, are activated by the light from the train and wind generation by the train to create a unique
You got a mess.
confluence of energy and sound. And this that was supposed to be art, by the way, the propellers.
Nice.
William Maxwell was the guy who, yeah. And again, here's the story. The Lucifer, the Mustang, one of the most iconic pieces of artwork at DIA is Mustang, or rather Lucifer, the statue that greets travelers as they approach the airport. So that's the first thing they see when they're coming into the airport, is that 32-foot sculpture with.
Can you show a picture of it?
Yeah, I showed it
why
earlier.
they didn't go up one more foot.
You never know. It might be, and that's just what they say.
The one
Because
I'm thinking.
it has the little pointy things up the main.
Yeah. Yeah, it's too close not to be, in my opinion, but I don't know.
Yeah. You want me to show the picture again?
Yeah, because I don't know if it's the same one I'm thinking about or not. You got youngins sitting on his lap.
No, this is
That one.
Yeah, imagine flying in and seeing that one on a red eye.
One. Yeah.
I
The one you're talking
remember
about
is
it's not a statue, it's a picture. That's one of them that had been changed. And they're all sitting around this weird plant. And some of them are bowed down like this. It's weird.
Now, the one I was talking about, it's a statue of a evil thing sitting there. Looked like he's reading a book, and he's got children sitting on his lap.
Yeah, it's not a statue. It's a painting. It's a big mural.
Okay, I was thinking that was a statue in there.
Yeah, well, if you're close enough, it probably would look like a statue.
Can you imagine being drunk and walking in, looking up?
Luis Jimenez was his name. The guy who died building the weird statue, the Mustang.
Yeah, something else.
Fell upon Luis Jimenez crushing his leg and splitting an artery. After his passing, his sons took over the completion of the project.
Man, I wonder how much they paid him to do that whole project.
I don't know.
Did you see how much it cost to build that thing? How much over budget it was?
Oh yeah,
That's an insane amount.
yeah,
Billions over budget,
yeah.
allegedly.
Mm-hmm. And they kept saying, well, they keep changing the design, but the majority of the top level, you know, what you see has never changed. It's all underneath it changed. So something that should have took millions, and this is 90 from 89 on up to 93 when it was supposed to open, but was postponed, or 92. So just think that something that was back then was costing millions was way over what everybody thought, but actually it ended up into the billions, which doesn't match up with, you know, what was built on paper, allegedly. But yeah, some of these stories are crazy.
No kidding, Ziggy.
Yeah, and they're on the end of this, the most iconic paintings, statues, and pieces of art within the Denver airport's massive property is only a fraction of the art. There is supposed to be a lot of other art that was moved down below.
I'd right up there and just look at it, take pictures if they would let me.
Well, people take that's where majority of these came from. People's taking the pictures and whatnot.
I wonder if after you get through taking pictures, they want to see your camera so they can go through and delete certain ones.
Probably
What?
not. The Egyptian god that showed people to Nubius or something like that.
Newbies.
Oh, there's an Egyptian god that told people they're going to Hades or they're going to the other world or whatever it was. Anubis, that's what it is. There's a statue of him in there too, by the way, or her. I don't know what it didn't mean to assume his gender or whatever.
Really, Bushcraft, come on. I wonder, just walking around, how long it would take you to see all of it up in there. You ain't
Probably
gonna
quite a while. I'm trying to find. Yeah, there's multiple. What the heck is this guy? Okay, I haven't seen this one, so again, I don't know if it's true or not, but I'm going to show you the picture. Oh, he's got his arm on a propeller. Okay, never mind. I'll show it anyway. Share screen. Click. Share. Add.
Okay. Looks like a propeller.
It looks like
Yeah.
something out of Terminator with a guy's
It
arm.
almost looks like a
Yeah.
T-1000.
But
Oh, okay. It is the end of a prop.
Yeah.
I guess the other,
Right.
the other's part is behind him.
yeah. But just looking at it when it was small, I was like, what the heck is that?
Man, look at all those little portals around him. Nobody sees the portals.
That's watermarks.
Oh, yeah.
Little squirrels.
Yeah, that's watermarks, so nobody steals this image. But if you go west, 16 through 19.
That's a pretty tall statue compared to the size of those people. It's hard to tell, but yeah. Can't help but see it.
Yeah.
Unless you're blind.
Oh, that's wicked. Huh. Well, I have to show this one now. Here's another picture of how one of the gargoyles look at nighttime. Oh, not that. Share screen. Look at the shadow behind it.
That's Anubis
Well,
profile looking each way.
it could be,
Huh.
or it could be praying hands.
Yeah.
But that's the shadow it gets off of because the light is showing from above him and it's making that shadow on the wall.
Looks like a chess piece, like a bishop.
Yeah, that's
Weird.
another strange thing.
A lot of
On there.
gargoyles were put on early churches back in the day. I mean, way
Oh
back.
yeah.
The way I heard it, gargoyles were supposed to what is that?
They guard the building.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me see.
I know it's not the same thing, but it made me think of when I was a kid. There was a cartoon show that used to come on in probably the mid '90s. It was called Gargoyles, and what they
Yeah.
did is, when the sunlight came up, they all would harden back into statues. But at nighttime, they would come to life and they would fight crime. They were like kind of like a spin-off of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in a way, you know?
Yeah.
Hey, I
A gargoyle is carved stone figure, often in likeness of a grotesque creature that serves as a decorative water spout to divert rainwater from buildings. And then the symbolism of it is ward off evil. The
Right.
grotesque and frightening forms were often intended to ward off evil spirits and protect the building, particularly holy places like churches.
You know that you said something about it. It seems like I remember seeing a documentary of gargoyles. That's what it was. You know, it caught the rainwater and it went
Yeah.
down south. Yeah, but I don't think so.
Well,
They did
Well, did-
Antarctica.
There was actually a movie back in the mid to late 70s
Like the 70s.
about the gargoyles.
Yeah.
They were hidden in
About 2 or
caves
3 different ones.
out west. They were hidden in caves.
About
You
2
know,
or 3 different movies.
it was corny, you know, but
Yeah.
that's the way they made their B movies.
and I'm not saying one thing or the other about religion or anything, but majority of gargoyle statues were found on Catholic churches.
Yep. That was the first church, right?
I'm not saying it's
Yeah.
bad, good, or whatever. I'm just what I'm reading on Google.
I remember as a kid seeing the Disney movie, The Hunchback of Notre Dame. And those were some of the characters in the movie. Those were the Hunchback's friends, the gargoyles, remember?
Yeah,
I never saw that movie.
I seen the actual Hunchback of Notre Dame as a movie. Not
Yeah.
my kids watched the cartoon
I was a
version.
kid once.
Huh. Grace
Probably.
says they have a lot of gargoyles on top of the buildings in New York City.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
In
Yeah.
a lot of major metropolises, they have gargoyles.
Yeah, Spider-Man's got webs on a lot of them because it's a nice
Mhm.
for his webs to catch onto.
Good
Well,
grappling
like
location.
Dana B also said they in Ghostbusters also.
There you go.
Yeah, that's New York City.
Yeah.
They actually come to life on that one.
Yeah, they did, didn't they?
Yeah.
I need to go to New York City.
Let me know. I'll go with you, Jeff.
I done been there one time.
We'll go.
New
We'll hit
York
all.
City.
We'll hit all the boroughs, and we'll get a hot dog in every borough.
Damn,
Dude.
y'all doing all that, I might be down.
That nasty
Look.
hot water that they sit in,
Damn.
and we'll get them loaded.
Grace, wait a minute. Grace is going to have to let me know this. Me and the wife, Dixie, was sitting there watching Foods of New York City. One hot dog was like $22 up there.
Oh, there's them gourmet ones that they have.
$22?
No, this was from a street vendor.
No.
Oh,
Heck no.
outside of Wall Street. Those guys will give them 100 and walk back in with a hot dog and a pop.
Dude, that's when I start hating hot dogs. Any day I have to pay over $7 for a hot dog, I quit eating them.
Well, you remember back in the day
$3,
when
$4.
no, that's what I gotta go. You remember there was an offset of hot dog to hot dog buns. You would only get eight
Now that's a
buns,
conspiracy.
and they'd give you 10 hot dogs. How come many people ain't complaining anymore about that? Because they used to complain we have 2 hot dogs left over because that used to be a big thing in the 80s.
I got another one for you. Why is a 6-inch sub 5.5 inches?
Why is a 2x4 not really a 2x4? 1 7/8 by 3 7/8 or 3 6/8?
Something, yeah.
Okay, the average price of
Why
a
ain't
street,
it for-
Jeff, the average price of a street vendor hot dog in New York City is around $5.
Yeah, I showed that
That
already,
is not
Sharon,
what they were charging.
Well, no, maybe you,
with the
other
big
places
sword.
it's higher. It says it depends upon location and vendor. Some prices reach $7 or higher, especially in tourist-heavy areas like Times Square.
Well, I'll never go to New York to eat a hot dog. They don't have slaw up there.
Well, there's actually another picture that has the soldier laying on the ground.
What picture are you talking about, Bush?
Huh?
No, we done got off on food.
Well, speaking of hot dogs, not this coming Sunday, but next Sunday, I'll let you know how much the hot dogs are at the Falcons Stadium. I'll be at the Falcons versus the Miami game.
Oh,
Oh boy. Did you? What? Falcons actually beat somebody, and they're supposed to be the best team.
Hey, I got a good deal on some tickets. Good tickets and an Airbnb.
Bring them down here to see the Bucks. Take care of that group.
Oh no, shoot no.
Because the
Nah,
Cowboys,
they're playing good right now.
Cowboys
But,
are crummy.
I'll let you know how much the beers and the hot dogs are, but I ain't gonna be buying either one of them. No, them just gonna be some hot commodities.
well, I saw on the local news today that Texas State Fair ain't nobody there because the prices are outrageous.
Oh, I bet. They want to charge you an arm and a leg before you even do anything just to get in the door.
Yeah. Now, if I saw it right, and don't quote me on this, $100 just to park your car.
No.
Oh yeah, you bring $100. If you just bringing $100 with you, yeah, with a family, yeah.
Yeah,
Might as well stay home and rent a movie.
Might ought to just go on and take a mortgage out if you go to one of them.
Yeah, just go to Chick-fil-A and call it a night. Yeah, it's that season. The local fairs in my area is getting ready to kick off.
Same here.
Ours done over. Here, I'll show that picture again.
Now, wait a minute, Bonnie. I done talked about so much stuff. What did they close? You know how my mind is.
Was it Jeffism?
I ain't going there. I'm leaving that alone.
This portrait is not there anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Then there's a lot of them that's been repainted. They painted over certain things that that were bad, and because I can't, they were bad enough I can't put them up here. And that was all.
Okay.
Yeah, that's something else.
See, even Bonnie backed me up on Texas State Fair. They closed it down.
I know the one here just wrapped up the state fair.
I worked the Texas State Fair in the 70s and the 80s. 70s, I worked the mic and drawed people in. It was you throw a quarter and get it in the Lucky Strike. You know what Lucky Strikes are, don't you?
The pack.
Yeah. It was just a image.
They still
of it.
make those things.
Had to land in that circle, and then you get a teddy bear.
Do they make Parliament? Still make Parliaments?
I don't know. There's a guy that works with us. He smokes the Lucky Strikes. So yeah, they still make them. I know.
Man, them Lucky Strike humpbacks will grow hair on your toenail.
Man, yeah, this dude probably brushes his teeth with steel wool. That's that's him. He's a tough older guy, but yeah, he knows his stuff though. He works hard.
Chesterfields ain't none too weak either.
They're still making them. We don't know who's buying them, but they're still making them.
I like to thank the person who sent me a
Monty.
tortilla blanket.
Nice. Gotta have one of those.
Bonnie said she was wrong. They're open till the 19th.
I can roll myself up and make myself into a burrito.
Nice.
It's a giant tortilla.
Dixie rolls me up every night just to get me out of bed.
I went in there and I was like, what is this? And the lady was telling me, hold on a minute. The lady said, we're really sorry your package is gonna smell.
Oh
what?
man.
And evidently some tropical punch spilled out and got all over the packages. So that's all I smelled on the way home. It smelled like tropical punch.
Like a fresh detail.
Make you want to stop and get some, huh?
And I was like, opening the package, maybe it came out of this. And I opened it up and I'm like, what the heck is this? And I open it up and I'm trying to figure out what it is. Nice soft blanket. Cats love it. And it's a big tortilla. So you can roll yourself up in a blanket.
Right.
But
you never did get back on me and the hell is it? Damn. I left you a message.
On what?
Signal.
Oh, I didn't see anything on Signal.
Yeah, I left it 2 days ago.
Is it in the group thing?
No.
Oh, cause if there's a lot, I just hit scroll to the bottom.
Quit doing that. Couldn't you see me and Bushcraft dressed up like twins in those red underwear? Somebody started to laugh. I heard a snort.
So for next, and I'm sorry I didn't go live yesterday because I just got home probably after 9 or so, and didn't think we would be gone that long, and it ended up being longer than I thought. So figured I'd just make it for a Wednesday today.
Yeah.
What do you guys think will be a good conspiracy for next week?
Dog man.
Well, that's not a conspiracy though.
No.
That's cryptic. You know, like JFK and
Bigfoot and alien. Yeah.
Well, Bigfoot's cryptic too.
Yeah.
Bulldogs, they're pretty cryptic.
Yeah, but didn't Panthers beat them a while back ago?
Yeah, but
Different league, but I'll take that as an answer.
it's Georgia. Buffalo, they kicked Buffalo's butt.
Panthers?
And the Buffalo was all the talk that they were going to win the Super Bowl this year, and
Not if the
Atlanta
worst.
beat them.
Yeah, they just have a. I don't want to say it's a curse. They just have bad luck. They probably have about as bad luck as the Falcons. You know, they just can't. The Bills, they have some great seasons, but they just can't seem to get over that hurdle to get back to it.
Yeah.
How about the Indonesian flight, Charles, that was disappeared?
What, they got a football team too?
The one
That
that
would be-
disappeared.
That would be a good something to think about.
Yeah.
Didn't they find the plane?
Oh, yeah. Bermuda Triangle's another
Well,
one too.
Some say they did, some say they didn't. Not enough parts.
Yeah.
of the plane. So.
Okay.
Don't know.
They found a bit of aluminum here and aluminum there. Oh, that must be that. But
So many.
nothing to identify it.
And
I
then
got
you
one
have to
for you.
remember who was on the plane. And, you know,
Yeah.
there was a lot of fat cats that owned a
Yeah.
lot of corporations and such. And,
Pharmaceuticals.
yeah. And that, which just kind of conveniently disappeared. So,
I got one for you, Bushcraft. Everybody's heard about Bermuda Triangle. How about doing some digging in on the Alaska Triangle?
Well, that's part of that weather company that's up there.
Man, I ain't got but 2 words for that, and they both start with BS. But
you could even do the
there is
Titanic.
a lot of strange happenings going on in there, just about like the Bermuda is.
Yeah.
Now, Bonnie, you got me on that one. Jekyll Island? I ain't heard that.
One day when you've had plenty of coffee, I'll tell you the tale.
Well, I'll brew it. Come on up here.
Yeah, I put that in one of them and nobody clicked on it too much.
Which
Could
one?
be just be these other ones are more interesting at the moment.
There's so many, you know.
Yeah.
Bonnie, let me rephrase that. To my knowledge, I've not heard of Jekyll Island. Unless it's Dr. Jekyll.
Let's see. Top 10 conspiracies. I think I've already done this, but the September thing in New York.
Yeah.
That'd be a
Which,
good one.
For some odd reason, I have been getting a lot of stuff on that. Yeah, I may put that on the list because from the stuff that I've been hearing in the last week, very interesting stuff, and it's things I would love to put on YouTube, but they would get me because it's interviews and things that when they were building the buildings, it was impossible. Well, you look at one thing. Okay, if you go up, you say you're hovering and you have a bowling ball and you drop a bowling ball, how long it takes that bowling ball to hit the ground. It's the same as would be a baseball because gravity attracts the same speed and everything, unless it's pushed or something like that. Or if there's friction. So if they've dropped things at that same speed down, just like a bowling ball or a cannonball or something. They dropped it down the exact same height and measured how long it took. You know, the building came down faster than gravity, and there was nothing pushing it, a force pushing it down. This is just according to, scientists and stuff, the weight falling down. It's impossible for this to happen, for one thing, because gravity doesn't change because it's a bigger object or something. It's because there was an outside force. The outside force being something set off inside the buildings.
Yep.
Not on the outside.
No.
Because the strength of that building was the inside. If you watch how the building was made, even Trump talks about this. There was an interview with Trump talking about this beforehand, and again, this is not the only time a plane crashed into those and done hardly any damage with airplane fuel, aircraft fuel, or whatever they call it.
I'll be back in a minute. Yeah, thanks, Scott.
Yep. 7 wasn't even touched. And it had a fire on, again, 2 floors.
Yeah.
And
That's where all of
how
the
does-
shiny stuff disappeared too.
And how does metal turn into dust? And I could go on and on, but yeah,
Sure.
maybe this will be next week's.
That'd be a good topic.
Because there's a lot.
How do you explain a jet engine that's laying in the street so many blocks away that was never ever installed on a 757 or a 76?
Yeah.
Ever? Where'd that come from?
Well, the best way to look at this is the reasoning behind why they fell is because the metal beams got so hot they melted. Okay, if that was the case, why was everybody above them? You've seen them jumping out and that kind of thing. You've seen them hanging out the windows and whatnot. Why were they not vaporized from that heat? That same heat that melted steel. There were, and I don't like getting into this, but there were parts of what was left that were not heat damaged.
Yep. And there was also a group in there. I don't know if it was a week before or 3 or 4 days before it happened, where the building was closed, and it was a maintenance group.
Yeah.
That was doing things. And I don't want to talk about what country they were from, because then I'll get, oh, you're this, you're that. I'm telling you. It's that was a controlled implosion. Period.
Yeah. Well, if you look what about the UK? The BBC, they reported that 7 was down 6 hours before it happened.
Yep. Grace knows
Whoops.
what I'm talking about. And not only that, like on TV, you'll see the news media out, okay, we're taking this building down because we're breaking ground for something else. Why does every single building fall almost or actually straight down? Because they use a shape charge. They're set off with a timer or a Merc switch at the right time, so everything goes straight down.
Yep.
Okay, so why didn't that big building, both of them, you didn't see them leaning over? They went.
Well, at one point it did,
down.
and then it fixed itself.
Well, I wonder
The
how
one
that
tower
happened.
started going like this, and then it went straight down.
Yeah, because
And that's impossible, by the way,
well, if you
according to scientists.
right, but if you see a little bit of a teetering this way, a teetering that way, maybe it's time to, you know, start the party and get it back straight again, and you know.
Yeah. And even their own reports, the parties involved that were flying these were not connected to the bearded guy.
Really?
Yep.
Well, not only that, but why was the bearded guy's family flown out minutes after all this happened? How did they get on a plane and get out of the country?
Yeah.
When everything was supposedly, allegedly locked down.
Inside information.
Yeah. Yeah, you got it, Grace. And who was head of security of that whole complex from building 1 through building 7? One of the Bush brothers. Imagine that, huh?
Who?
One of the Bush brothers.
Oh.
Yeah.
And had all that valuable stuff go missing from building 7.
Yeah.
That shit went missing before any of
Well,
this.
I'm just telling you what they're telling you.
I know. And there's no way it could have disappeared that fast.
Yep. That's where, and this has been, that shows you how long ago it was. IRC. It's a chat thing.
Right.
Well, it was. I don't know if it's still a thing, but it was big back then, from 90s on up, and Game Surge, which was one of the IRC channels or servers, was hosted in one of the towers.
Ziggy, that's what I'm talking about. Really?
Yeah. And they admit that they already knew this was going to happen, according to their reports and everything afterwards. It's been revealed, or however you want to put it.
Sandy, I vaguely remember that. But the funny thing about what Sandy's talking about also, if it ain't talked about, people's not going to remember it. Now, you take what we're talking about here, that's going to be remembered for a pretty good while, regardless.
Oh, yeah. And usually every year, except for this year, because something happened on the 10th. Every year it comes up and there's everybody talks about it, talks about the conspiracy entertainment thing. Except for this year.
Now, around my area, they had the walks and the climbs, that went on that date. Here.
The what?
Where the firefighters would walk up and down so many steps.
Oh. Well, I'm talking about, TV and stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, it was, Charlie was taken out on the 10th. So that's everybody's focus was on that. And hardly anybody talked about the next day.
I didn't even put that two together.
Yeah, they did the services and everything, but like I said, there was hardly any, because we always, even on YouTube, people would talk about it, and show images of this and saying how it's a conspiracy, this and that and the other, but it was all Charlie Kirk, which, good reason and everything.
$52.42. Are you kidding? Man.
Well, it'd be nice if I had a couple thousand pounds of it.
Yeah, really. What's gold up to? About $5-6 grand there?
It's mid-4s, I think. Low to mid-4s.
Oh, okay.
I can't even
I'm hanging on.
Scrape the silver off my dimes.
$4,236.40 per ounce.
Thank you, Ziggy.
Damn, I almost got just about enough to buy me a house. If it's made out of cardboard. Yeah, Bonnie wasn't the summit.
Actually, I think that was a 10th, wasn't it? What? We were just talking about that before, that it was coming up in New York. I think it was the 10th. It may have been 11th. I can't remember.
Damn it.
What must have went out and went for a taco?
I think it was a hot dog.
Hot dog.
Yeah, really, babe. Darn it, I was going to say something.
Oh, I think somebody's a little bit behind, maybe. Hit the live button. Well, it could be that issue everybody's having.
Yeah, it's possible.
I haven't gotten any commercials.
Well, it wasn't a commercial. It was just as soon as you talked, it would stop the live.
I take that ounce of gold and get it cashed in. I just paid off all my debts, all 2 of them. You may tell me it ain't but 20 till 10.
Yep,
Yeah.
9:40.
I swear, it seemed like we've been going for 3 or 4 hours. I made some chicken noodle soup today. Turned out pretty good.
Oh, did it?
Yeah. We're gonna eat some more of it tomorrow. And what we don't eat, I'm gonna water bath the rest of it.
It's meat. You can't. Well, you can. It just takes longer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I watched this one woman. She pressure canned some and she water bathed some. What she pressure canned disintegrated the noodles.
Oh, yeah.
But
That's
what
something you put the noodles in afterwards.
well, yeah, but I already made it, so
Oh, yeah.
I'm gonna water bath it. Now, here in my household, we're both kind of sick a little bit, so hey,
Well, chicken noodle soup's good for that.
Exactly. Hey, every bit of it's homemade too, except
Yeah.
for the chicken.
That's what I do. I
Get a
put it in
rotisserie.
a Ziploc and freeze it, and
Okay, what happens if your freezer goes out?
then you eat it.
Hell, I can't eat that damn burn much what I got in my freezer.
Well, you just like what you would do with the meat that's in there, can it?
That's what I was fixing to say.
Yeah.
You go ahead and can it, and then that way you ain't gonna worry about your power going out and spoiling all your meat.
Because I've got like probably about 10 bags of chicken broth in there.
Have it.
Yeah, because I'm not going to go and water or can 2 or 3 little jars or something. Now, if I do a big batch, then I would.
Go buy you about 3 or 4 whole chickens and make you some.
Yeah, chickens are expensive.
Yeah, look, I didn't say everything was cheap now. It ain't like it was 5 or 6 years ago.
Best thing to do if you're going to make a lot of that, I would just do the bags of chicken, the thighs and
Yeah.
legs and all that. That's why I usually wait until after Thanksgiving's over and go back in the next day and see, well, not Black Friday, because that's when all the crazy people go out.
Correct. Oh, around here, we're not allowed to call it Black Friday. What do they call it now?
I don't know.
It's been so long
That's
since
just
I've,
all Black Friday.
yeah, well, yeah. Since I've dealt with it, they holler Black Friday. I turn my alarm clock off. I ain't getting caught up in all that stuff.
Oh no.
The hassle.
Yeah.
Ain't nothing but a hassle.
Maybe I'll do a video this year if I can afford a turkey after Thanksgiving.
Hey, that's wanted to be on sale because they're trying to get rid of a lot of it.
Yeah, but still, if I can afford it after Thanksgiving, so I have to pay for Thanksgiving first.
Well, yeah, that's true. That's true. Better go ahead and pay for Christmas before Thanksgiving rolls around.
Well, see, the thing is, you can, way I usually do it, I put put a whole turkey in the pressure cooker, frozen. Put a couple quarts of water in there, and about an hour later, hour and a half, you go to pull that turkey off, and all the meat just falls straight off of that.
Mhm.
It's so tender. Then all that you had in there, you can can up all the meat, and whatever's left is
Broth.
broth, turkey broth that you can that on top of it, and then you can bake the carcass for about an hour, and then put water and stuff in there, and then make more broth off the bones.
Oh yeah. I'll take my turkey out of the freezer that night, stick it in the oven about 8, 9 o'clock. Go ahead, put the pineapple and brown sugar and other stuff on it. I
On
won't
the
pull that
turkey?
turkey back. I won't pull it back out till about 8, 9 o'clock the next morning.
You mean ham?
No, I'm talking turkey.
You put brown sugar and pineapple on your turkey?
Yep.
Oh,
Everybody loves it.
I cook mine in a paper bag.
And for my ham, I'll put a 2-liter Coca-Cola in there with it.
No, just straight bone broth. Oh, air fried turkey?
Where do you find an air fryer that big? Vester, did you get that deer by chance? I don't know if I'll do this sitting there.
Yeah, it's been a while since I had prime rib. I think Golden Corral had it for a dinner special once.
Dude, me and the wife went to Golden Corral, about a week, maybe 2 weeks ago. Man, it's gone downhill big time.
They don't even have them up here anymore.
Yeah,
2020 ruined them.
I mean, the green beans come straight out of the can and heated up.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, it ain't nothing what it used to be, trust me. But we did look up for the two of us. It was about $20, a little less. Senior citizens, old people's discount.
Yeah, I remember I'd go in there and go straight for the meat and they cut this little slice off, and I said, "Wait, can you give me a slice like about that big?" Yeah, they sliced it off and put it on there, and got what was the other thing they had? Not prime rib. I forget what it was. Another type of meat was next to it. I said, I want some of that too. And because, they'd have them doing all the cutting and stuff, and there was some ham, and all my plate was all just meat. And then I'd go back up and get the sides on another plate.
Now, I tell you like this, the best thing they had up there was that banana pudding.
It comes in a bucket.
I don't care what it comes in, it was good. If they want to, it could leave in a bucket. Put in the back seat of my car.
How much was it for both of y'all to eat at the Golden Corral?
It was about what, $15? Yeah, just a little over 15
For both of y'all or a piece?
for both.
Oh, well, that ain't bad for two people.
No, it ain't. See, she's a little older than I am. She gets a little bit more of a.
Oh, okay. Bigger discount. Yeah.
I better quit while I'm ahead.
Yeah. Just be lucky she let you go out to the Golden Corral.
Yeah, right. Hey, I was driving. See, and it come off of my card, my money.
Yeah, I ain't been to the Golden Corral in forever.
Not this last time, but time before that, we went. We didn't even get a full plate, and they closed down, ran us out there. Air conditioner was broke.
Oh, man.
If I thought about it, I'd holler for a refund.
Yeah, refund or let me eat till I start sweating or something.
Shit, they done took the food up.
Oh, yeah, I'd have to get a refund. Rain check or something, a voucher.
Well, as I was paying, I asked the guy, I said, it ain't gonna be like it was last time, is it? He said, what's that? I said, I ought to get a refund. He said, why? I said, because we got run out of here last time. Air conditioner broke. We didn't even get a full plate. He said, let me go talk to the manager. That's all I heard. I never heard nothing from the manager or anything.
Yeah, he's probably on a smoke break and get the memo.
Yeah, across town. So, but yeah, I mean, it is what it is. I know they couldn't help that AC broke down, but they should have told us something before we paid. They got my money, and that's in Sanford.
Yeah, them fast food places are expensive. I went and got that little cup thing of steak bites or whatever they call them, nuggets.
Yeah.
They smelt good, but they needed sauce. They were dried out, and it's a fast food place. I didn't expect it to be like gourmet or nothing, but it was pretty dry. It's because they freeze them and then thaw them out and cook them there.
Yeah. Barney, I'm gonna say something. I'm not going to go to just any restaurant. I won't, and Dixie's the same way. It's got to be home cooked, or as close as you can get to it.
Well, Golden Corral's for sure not home cooked.
Well, that's true, but everything else was closed. It was after 3 o'clock.
Dang, they roll up the roads early around there.
Yeah, they do. And the city I live in, they roll them up at 2 o'clock. So if you want to go get something to eat, you better be sitting in a restaurant at 155. So you ain't getting
a sandwich. Oof.
How much? $8.
Hey, Prepper 101.
Hey, oh, okay.
That's one of the things I'm going to be interested to see what the prices is going to be at the game. Which I already told myself I ain't participating. I might get something to drink, but no.
How much does a beer normally go for at a ball game?
No, I hadn't tell you. I've
12
been
bucks.
to a few Falcons games, but it's been a little while, so ain't no telling. Pretty sure they're up.
Well, remember, I did a thing on a
Yeah.
live once. I was in, I think the cheapest was like $7 or something like that.
I
And
think last
most of them
time,
were over $10
I
for
think
8 ounce
last time I bought
class.
a beer at a ball game, it was $5. And I complained about that. But it tasted good.
Then at a certain time, they stop selling beer, so they'll have the guy going around with the last call for beer, and you'll
Yeah.
see these couple guys just walking around with fistfuls of beer, because they can't get no more for the next,
Yeah.
fourth quarter or whenever they stop.
They stick their fingers in
Yeah.
carriers.
Oh, they do that at bars also. Last call for alcohol, and you see
Yeah.
them buying 6 packs and 12
Dang.
packs.
Hey, Jeff, I got your answer. The average 16-ounce beer at an NFL game costs approximately $10.75.
There
And
you go.
That was in 2025 with prices ranging from low as $6.80 at Cincinnati Bengal game to as high as $16.49 at the Washington Redskins, not Commanders.
Yeah,
That's a
don't
lot
buy
of
it
money
that high.
for a 16-ounce beer, almost $17. Whoa.
Oh, they're going to go up. They're getting ready to build that new stadium,
Yeah.
allegedly. So there's that.
And people think that they make most of their revenue off ticket sales. It's off of the concessions.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
Jerseys
how do you
and
go to a
all that
football
little
game
knickknacks.
Yeah, the merchandise shop.
Prepper, I don't think I'm quite as old as you are.
I don't think you've ever told nobody that before.
Babe Ruth hit 2 home runs.
Now, I was there at his last home run.
Babe Ruth?
Yeah. Then I had to wake up. Well, look, I don't care what anybody says. The best hot dogs is at a baseball game. Or they used to last time I went.
The atmosphere,
Yeah.
You probably wouldn't normally eat a hot dog, but you're at a baseball game,
Hot dog and a beer.
Yeah.
But come think about it, my son is 45 right now. He was, about 13 or 14?
Yes.
When last time I took him to a ball game. That'd give you an idea how many years ago that was.
Hey, that's back when they still had 3 bases. They didn't even have 4 yet. No. I still watch my sports from time to time. I probably wouldn't have normally went to this game, but one of my buddies, he's a diehard Miami fan. He's from Florida, so he got some good deal on a ticket. So we'll check it out.
Look, everybody can sit up here and say the same thing. To watch a ball game on TV is one thing, but to get the full aspect of it, you really got to be there.
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
And
Last one I was to is Cincinnati and Chicago Cubs, and Sammy Sosa.
Yeah.
Sammy Sosa. I remember watching him.
Hit a home run, and it came about 2 seats away from me. I had my wife was sitting next to me, and then there was very large individuals to where I couldn't get around them because I seen it coming. I was going to jump up and snag it because I seen it coming the whole way, and there's no they were just sitting there. And then after when it hit, it bounced and it was gone then.
Now, me and my son, we started collecting baseball cards, and I do know for a fact he's got 2 or 3 of Sammy Sosa's All-Star and his rookie.
Now that's a conspiracy theory. You want to Google Sammy Sosa. How he looks now to how you remember him. Oh man.
No.
I mean,
Is it that bad?
well, I don't know the situation of what caused it, but I mean, if you Google it now, I mean, you'll know what I'm talking about. Pretty obvious.
The longest game I was at the Rays game, 2013.
Even though
It went 18 innings.
Yeah.
18 innings.
Is that?
And, Fred McGriff saved the day. We were like 4 or 5 seats back from home plate.
You got your money's worth at that one.
And boy, he cracked that ball out of there. That was it. Everybody ran home.
Now, is that the longest game that's ever been played?
Longest game for the Rays. And then Fred retired, and then he did the Fred McGriff and the Crime Dog. Remember, he got on with that cartoon dog and be tough on crime kind of crap.
Yeah.
But he like flied out like twice, and I'm like, oh, now we're going to 19 innings. And then I heard that real hard, solid pop, and that was it.
You have a good night, Raymond Peach.
Raymond Peach.
I thought she was just coming in. I'm a dog. Oh, well. I don't know. Ball games is good to take you youngins to.
They were asleep. My niece and nephew were asleep. It was that long of a game.
My kids were home. That last one I went to, it was a gaming thing. Used to play on this one server. It was a huge server where you could hardly ever get on the server because it was full all 24/7. And there was a bunch of moderators, and all the moderators got together and got together down in Cincinnati, Ohio. And my wife wouldn't let me go by myself. So she went with me, which I didn't care. And we went down there and we ate at, I forget the name of the place. And we had this big long table, and we were talking about throwing grenades at people and headshots and this and that. This is in the 90s, so people were freaking out because people weren't big in gaming at that time. And the manager came over and said, "You guys need to chill out. We've had a lot of people come up, and they've actually called the law on this table." I'm like, "For what?" And he's, "Your guys' conversation," and then we're telling them it's a game, and people were not thinking that. And this is at a gaming place because they had a big arcade in there. There was this room that was probably the size of a basketball court, and there's these machines that you got into, and you drove mech robots, and we did battles. And of course, I won. I was the last one standing, and I think at that time it cost like $12, and there was probably 30 of us in them. So for one game, you can imagine how much that costs. And it lasted probably about maybe 10 minutes. And that was in the 90s.
I tell you, my opinion, which everybody's got their own, the best time of growing up was in the 70s. No games, no nothing, just bicycles, sticks, BB guns. That's it.
I played video games in the 70s.
Shit, I didn't. I was too busy outside playing and beating up my neighbors.
Well,
Well, I wasn't beating them up. But
I didn't really play much. I was working when I was a kid. It was when I was on the, like when we were working at Carnival and stuff, I was working.
yeah.
And then the off season in the wintertime when we'd go to Florida, that's the only time I would do video games and stuff.
You want to talk about work? Why is it our generation is the poorest? I think right now. I mean, when I stayed home, I worked from the time I got up to the time I went to bed. But yet, I asked my daddy, can I have some money for the work I've done? Son, you got a roof over your head, you got clothes on your back. That's all you know. Never did get paid from him. And he wondered why I quit all the time.
Oh.
Dana B's kicking people again. Or Eric. That's probably right out in the ocean, depending on which way she kicked you.
Now, Dana, you better bring the kayak for crying out loud.
Well, no, she didn't kick him that hard. It's only 386 miles. I have seen her kick some up 900 miles.
Well, I don't want to tread water for 386 miles.
Yeah.
That's shark bait.
Yeah,
Look.
I never knew what that word was, allowance. I made my own money.
Well, that's when I started mowing yards too. When I lived in the city, Daddy saw that I was making more than him, so he moved to the country.
I remember in would have been early 80s. Lived in Dustin, Florida, and I answered this ad in a magazine of all things. Make $25 for a roll of film, taking pictures of people. And I'm like, well, that sounds easy. So first thing, I had to get a camera. So it had to be a 35 millimeter camera. And so I went door to door asking if their people needed anything done or in businesses and stuff. And I actually got a job washing these rich people's cars and stuff. And they had me come back and do other stuff. And they gave me all kinds of clothes and a bunch of different stuff. They actually hired my dad to work at one of the big resorts that was there. And all he did was paint red doors all day long.
Really?
Yep. And I ended up getting a camera at a pawn shop, and the first roll of film I screwed up because you're not supposed to open it up. And I opened it up, look and see if it was, like this ain't working. And then some lady in a bikini, because I was out taking pictures on the beach, and some lady showed me how to work it, and says never do this and never do that, and when you seal your film in that little tube, and all this other stuff. And then I got pretty good at it. And my first paycheck, I probably sent maybe 10 or 15 rolls of film. And toward the end, they said, we want more of the last shots that you did. And I was trying to figure, I was like, I don't remember what those were pictures of. And they said, we want more pictures of the girls in the bikinis. That's okay. And I was a kid, so that they never said anything about a little kid sitting out there taking pictures of them in their bikinis.
Yeah.
So they started paying me more and more. So I started getting creative and stuff. I would sit behind the girls and wait for them to get up and take pictures of them and send them.
Oh boy. Wow.
Nobody ever said anything to me.
It was
I
probably
thought,
a little
well,
110 flash camera, right?
this is easy stuff, Now it had to be 35 millimeter. I don't know why, but
Really?
yeah. And I was getting pictures of people fishing and seagulls on
Yeah, right.
the beach.
It started.
We don't want those. Young age. Who would have thought? Grace, you're shaking. Yeah, I remember getting my first paycheck, and I had to have my dad take me down so I could cash it. And he said, "Let me see," and he figured it was going to be like $5 or $10 or something like that. He said, "Holy cow, what are you doing for this?" I made more on my paycheck than he did. And it was easy money, just to go out on the beach, because it was Florida, Dustin, Florida. That's at that time it was just starting. I don't know what it is now, but
well, I tell you, mowing yards with a push mower in town, that wasn't easy work during the summertime. I mean, come on, the lawnmower was almost as big as I was. And I think the most I got for mowing the yard was $15. $5 and $10.
Well, you mean a push mower? Do you mean it had a motor on there, or you had to push it back and forth?
No, I wasn't. No, I was lucky. Mine had a motor on it.
Oh, okay.
I know what you talking about. I have mowed a yard with that. And
Yeah.
I will admit, you get the prettiest yards with them. But dude, I ain't got the time for that.
Well, you have to have some knowledge up there.
Yeah.
Now what you do, because if you turn that thing around, the handle, and hook it up to the back of your bike, and then put a log on top of it so it doesn't bounce up and everything, and you go up and down, right? Of course, you have this one little mark in each of the rows because of your tires, but it goes away after a while.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, until something gets caught up in there, and then you go flying over your handlebars.
Oh, Lord have mercy.
Yeah.
Well, see, I was lucky. My handle would flop. You didn't have to turn the whole thing around. It flopped back and forth. But Pop, he used to work on small motors. And every time he would get a goat card in, you know, I'd have to try it out. And I seen on TV one time where somebody had a push mower hooked up to the back of their go-kart mowing the yard. Like I said, hell, I'm gonna try that. And it works till you hit a hole.
Yeah, that's pretty good nowadays.
Yeah, that's excellent.
Yeah, I used to charge like 20 in the 80s to mow grass in Arizona, Phoenix.
Did you ever have a little red wagon coming up?
Little Red Riders?
Yeah, wagon.
Yeah, but I didn't use it like normal people do.
Oh, I didn't either. I tied mine to the dog and hollered mush, and he'd take off, boy. That was fun.
I used to go down hill.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
We had.
I don't think a kid hadn't done that.
We had one called Dead Man's Hill.
Oh, Lord.
One
I
of
done
three
that
hills.
on a skateboard.
A lot of accidents on that hill.
You got that right. We back when skateboards got real big and everything, that's when I took it up. Go to these here skate parks, skateboard parks and stuff like that. And yeah, I mean, we had a hill up there in the town that I was raised in. Done it one time and that was it. I started out on my feet. When I hit the bottom of that hill, I was sitting down on that skateboard scared that I was going to flip off of it. The death wobble. I know y'all know what that is.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody told me what it was. Never heard of it until that moment. And that's when I sit down.
Oh. Making sure he went over there. Well, I think about it for tonight.
Yeah.
Out.
Wow.
I'll probably see
Hey,
everybody on the cooking channel
Jeff,
Friday.
what day is it today? You're kind of lagging behind there, buddy.
Yeah.
No, I'm not lagging. It just, I hadn't remembered it.
That's the same thing as lagging.
Is that what it is?
Come on now. You can't. None of these excuses in front of all these people.
Come on. Okay, now you got everybody.
Is that how you travel nowadays, Grace?
Look.
Or, I mean, Dana B.
So Dana
Look.
kicks herself. Ah.
There was a woman who asked her youngin, "What's the dog say?" He went bow wow. She asked the youngin, "Oh, what's the cow say?" He go moo. So she thought she'd get him with this one. "What's the camel say?" Camel says, "Hump day." Okay. That went. I ain't doing an encore.
Yeah, I'm surprised actually. Everybody seemed to like my carnivore chili. I did have a couple people say, "You must be from Texas. There ain't no beans in that chili." Duh, it's carnivore. Beans are not animals.
You should put some squirrel or rabbit up in there. What?
I get enough as it is.
Well,
I
you
don't
could have
pay
got
attention to them.
you could put a Himalayan rabbit in there.
Somebody said ground beef and bone broth isn't chili, and evidently didn't watch all the other stuff I put in there. And then somebody said, well, you forgot about the sour cream and cheese with your wine.
Oh well.
If anybody wants to check out that video, it's over on my cooking channel.
Thanks, Tammy. I appreciate that compliment.
Look up farther, Tammy. You need to clean your hair.
But I'll probably this weekend I'll put another post up of what conspiracies we want to go over next Tuesday. Hopefully it'll be a Tuesday. Because who knows what's going on between now and then.
Exactly.
Really?
Yep.
Everybody have a good night and stay safe out there. Thirsty Thursday tomorrow.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh. I can't do that one. Dixon won't let me.
Everybody have a good night.
Out.
I'm on the B side.
Night, everybody.